I never used to travel, not because I didn't want to, but because I actually couldn't. My business wouldn't have survived it. If I stepped away, no one could make decisions, problems would pile up, and everything would wait for me to get back. So I just didn't bother going anywhere. But now, I'm about to take a 2-week trip, and I am not worried about what's gonna go on in the office while I'm gone. Not because I have better self-control or because I'll be checking in constantly. I'm not worried because I rebuilt the business so that it can function without my constant involvement. If the idea of being unavailable for a week feels impossible, this video is definitely for you. I'm Nicolette Harris, and I help business owners build businesses that support their lives rather than consuming them. And I want to challenge something that most of us were taught, that the most important measure of a business is revenue. It's not. The real test is what happens when you leave. Does the business fall apart, or does it keep running without you? Most CEOs have built businesses that rely on them for everything. If they step away, everything stops or at least begins to fall apart. I didn't grow up seeing healthy models of work-life balance. I grew up believing that if you were good at your job, then you were valuable. And if you were valuable, you didn't take time off because the business couldn't handle that. So when I first tried to unplug, it didn't feel freeing. It actually felt wrong. It felt like I was being careless or irresponsible. And that belief is actually what keeps smart, capable founders trapped in businesses that they can't leave. Here are a few strategies that I use to be able to be fully present with my family when I go on vacation. Strategy number 1, create a mistake budget. Most founders don't check their phone while they're on vacation because there's an actual emergency. They just check it because their team is trained to ask them permission for everything. If you leave town without fixing that, you're gonna get sucked back in no matter how good your intentions are. Before I travel, I don't just assign tasks. I assign authority. I give my team the ability and the power to make decisions up to a certain dollar amount. That number is a mistake budget, and it buys me peace of mind. If something comes up, I know my team is able to solve the issue without needing to reach out to me for permission. If someone makes the wrong call, we just fix it when I get back. But most of the time, they handle it just fine, and I am able to stay present with my family rather than managing Slack from a theme park. Strategy number 2, create a decision tree. I don't have to delete my work apps when I'm on a vacation just to stay present with my family. I also don't have to rely on willpower or self-restraint to ignore the notifications. I've built systems that don't require constant restraint. My office knows how to handle issues because we've already written them down. We don't just say, figure it out. We document scenarios. If this happens, do this. If they respond with A, do this. If they respond with B, do that. Because the decision tree already exists, most problems never need to reach me. Not because I'm unavailable, but because the path forward is clear. And if something truly falls outside of those scenarios, they can call me. And when I give them the answer, they know to add that information to the decision tree. The more often that we do this, the less often they need to reach out to me at all. But the goal isn't silence. The goal is predictability. When your team knows exactly how to respond, you don't have to be on constant standby. Strategy number 3, conduct a risk review. In the time leading up to a trip, I take a step back and look at the last few weeks, or the last time that I needed to be unavailable. I pay attention to everything that required my involvement. Every follow-up, every approval, every question, and every problem that landed on my desk. Then I choose the one thing that would cause the biggest problem if it came up while I was on my trip. The goal isn't to redesign my entire business before I leave. It's just to make sure that that one thing would be completely covered if it came up again. And the deadline for implementing that new plan is the day I leave. And that preparation is what allows me to truly relax while I'm on vacation, because I'm not just hoping things are gonna work out, I've actually planned for what's most likely to go wrong. The last thing I do is make sure that my staff is fully supported while I'm away. Before a trip, we let everyone know the dates well in advance, and then we make sure that we are fully staffed during that window. We're very flexible with time off throughout the year, but when I'm gone, the priority becomes making sure that the staff has everything and everyone they need in order to handle anything that comes up. So we make sure that no one else is taking time off during that window, just because that will set the team up for success rather than stress if something comes up that can't be handled by someone else who's off. When people aren't stretched thin and coverage is clear, they can do their jobs confidently, and I can step away knowing that the business is in good hands. If you're unsure whether your business could handle you stepping away, here's a quick self-check. Ask yourself, if I stepped away for 5 days, would my team know who decides what? Would clients know who to contact without defaulting to me? Are decisions documented or just stored in my head? If something went wrong, would I only find out because I was checking in constantly? If even one of those made you think twice, you've just identified the first thing that you need to make a system for. There's a reason that stepping away is especially hard for mom CEOs. We didn't just build businesses, we built them under pressure. Pressure from our finances, our family, and even sometimes our health. When you're the safety net, stepping away doesn't feel like rest. It feels irresponsible. But taking time off is not a reward for good behavior. It's an operational requirement. If you never leave, your team never learns to function without you. Your systems never get tested, and you become the bottleneck. I didn't grow up believing any of this. I grew up believing that if you were good at your job, you were indispensable, and people who were indispensable could not take time off. But the thing is, if your business can't function without you, you will never get to live the life that you deserve. So I'm gonna enjoy my trip, and I'm confident that my team's got this. If you wanna be able to step away from your business without guilt or risk, this is exactly what I build with my private clients. So if you wanna take a real vacation this year, one that actually allows you to unplug, you can apply to work with me at the link below. Please like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks.